up, guys? Welcome back. I am so mad because I filmed my NYX Fire Palette review and tutorial yesterday, and I put the footage in my computer and a clip was gone. The most important clip, my intro and my final thoughts and review on the palette. I am filming my intro right now as well as my final thoughts and review. I did film a video for this look and it will be up after this one, so I don't want to keep on rambling on, but I don't know what this is. But if you guys want to see how I use the NYX Fire Palette and what I think, then just keep on watching. The palette comes in. It is super cute. The packaging for this whole Element collection is so cute. I really love it. So this is what the actual palette packaging looks like. It is a hard plastic, so it is sturdy, and a really nice mirror when you open it up. It's not one of those mirrors that's going to distort your face. It looks really nice and high quality, so maybe that is why also the price jumped so high. But this is what the inside of the palette looks like. It is so stunning in my opinion. I really love it. I love these fiery colors, hence why I got the Fire Palette. So there are a lot of things that I do want to say about this palette, but I'm just gonna do my makeup, test it out, and talk as I go along. And at the end, I will give you guys my final thoughts, whether I think you need to buy it or leave it, and all that good stuff. So my eyes are already primed and set the way that I always do them. Of course, I will be giving this palette a fair shot, so I will be using it just like I use any other eyeshadows. So I don't really know what kind of look I'm going to be creating today. I'm really just going to be winging it, just to really test out the quality of the shadows, and then maybe later on I will definitely do a tutorial with this palette. First, I think I'm just going to go in with this orange shade right here. So I'm really tapping my brush in there, and this is what the shadow looks like. So you don't really get that much kickback, which is good, and you do get a lot of product on the brush. I'm going to tap it off, of course. I'm just going to put this in my crease. I'm a little nervous for this palette, I'm not going to lie, because I've only ever used the NYX single shadows, and to be honest with you guys, I don't like them. The blendability is just not there for me. Like, it just doesn't do it for me. So far the pigment of this shadow is super nice. I will say though that it doesn't look very orange. I feel like it's coming off on my eyes more like a neon pink, which is kind of weird, but we're gonna go with it, you know. Bruh, on camera that definitely looks pink, which is so weird, but the pigment is definitely there with this shadow. In my opinion, the Fire Palette is the nicest palette in the collection. The other ones were just pretty underwhelming. I think it's the Air palette, I'm not sure. The colorful one, that one is super duper pretty, but I don't know. I was like, you know what? $30 for NYX. I'm just gonna get one and call it a day. So far, the shadow is not bad. As you guys can see, it's totally freaking pigmented. Like, it's definitely pigmented. I'm gonna take this purplish color right here and put that in my crease. I'm gonna tap in a little bit to get the pigment on your brush. And this is what that color looks like after really just tapping my brush in it. It's not too bad, honestly. I've had worse. So we're just gonna go with it, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease. I really, really, really hope. Ooh! I really hope that these shadows blend together nicely and don't give me an issue. Okay, this is really pigmented, as you guys can tell, so don't pick up as much product at first, because just don't, because it might be hard to blend out. So I would definitely say build it up little by little, but this color is freaking stunning. So there's definitely a lot of mixed feelings about these palettes. Like, you can just read the comments on Trend Mood and you can see how people feel about the price and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, when I saw these palettes, I'm just going with a clean brush. When I saw these palettes at first, I was like, oh my god, I need that palette. But once I saw the price, I was definitely one of those people that was like, hell no. I am not paying $30 for a NYX palette. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I got this when it was on sale. No, it wasn't on sale. I got this when I had like coupons, so I think I only paid like $20 for it. I absolutely love the way these are blending into one another. I think they're so stunning so far. Two colors that I've touched so far, there's definitely pigment there. You guys saw it for yourself. That's with you guys, I don't even feel like I'm using NYX shadows. I feel like I'm using a high-end eyeshadow. I don't know, like when a matte shadow is good in a drugstore palette, it's shocking. I'm really liking this so far. The one thing I do have to say, I just don't like this color here showed up as a hot neon pink. It is supposed to be a more fiery color because this palette is the fire palette. I'm a little disappointed with that color in terms of how it shows up on the eyes opposed to the pan. To be honest with you guys, I honestly don't know what to use next because this look turned into something I honestly wasn't even expecting. So I think I'm just going to go back in with more of that orange color right here, or whatever it is, and just pop that on the outer edges. My plan was to use as many colors from this palette as possible, but it's honestly kind of hard. I am going to do a half cut crease with this look, but I'm going to cut my crease off camera because it is something you guys have seen me do before. So I just don't want it to be a little repetitive, you know? So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So all I did was cut my crease and then just smoke out some purple on the outer corner. The only thing is, like right here, the purple is just not sticking there. I don't know why. But if I do wing liner, that will get covered up. So whatever. From this color being a little patchy right here, I haven't had any other problems with the eyeshadows that I've used, which has only been 2. But now we are going to go in with our lid color, and I don't know what color I should use for my lid. I kind of want to go in with this color right here. I'm going to swatch it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's a pretty yellow color. So, but to be honest with you guys, just from swatching those 3 shimmer colors, I'm not like, oh my god, yes, give it to me about the shimmer colors. I don't know what it is. They just don't pack a punch from a swatch. Of course, the shadows do apply differently with a brush, but I don't know, just from finger swatch, I wasn't like OMG in love. But with the way the mattes felt, I was really, really, really impressed. We're gonna go in with these shimmer colors and give it a try. I'm just hoping that these shimmer colors are not a break it for me on this palette because I'm really loving the mattes. So I'm just gonna pick this color up on a flat shader brush. I am not spraying my brush yet. I want to see how it applies before that. You're not terrible, the pigment's there. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I did with no Fix Plus, no water, no anything, and I think it's pretty. I'm just gonna do the other eye dry as well. Then I will go in and spray my brush. I'm just gonna go in and spray my brush. I'm just gonna pick up that color again. Let's see. Okay, I do see a little difference. Okay, yeah, I see it. Spraying your brush does make it a little more intense, but to be honest, I kind of prefer it without spraying the brush. This is what the color looks like on my eyes. As you guys saw, swatching it doesn't do it justice. I did not have any problems applying it whatsoever. I don't think using a spray is necessary to get pigment. I really want to try out this black color, so I'm just going to lightly pick that up with a pencil brush and put that over here. Okay. Again, this color, as you can see, tapping it in, this one does have as much fallout as the purple one. This shade right here did not have a lot of kickback, but this one does have some. So if that bothers you, it's there, just for those wondering. Okay, so that's pigmented. It is pigmented. What I'm noticing is that picking these shadows up with your finger and swatching them doesn't really do the color justice. But you know, swinger swatches. You know, finger swatches can be deceiving. That is like a well-known fact kind of thing. In my opinion, when you swatch this black color, it does look a little bit more charcoal. But once you apply it to the eye, I feel like you definitely can tell that it's a black shadow. By the way, I am sorry if I'm not explaining what I'm doing too well, but like I said in the beginning, this is more just so I can test out the palette and give you guys my thoughts and a review on it. Not as much of a tutorial, but I mean, kind of a tutorial, a little bit of a tutorial. Now I have all this purple and pink eyeshadow on, which is really not what I was going for today, but when you use a new product, you never know what you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? So for my lower lash line, I think I'm gonna take this color and this color right here because I want to try to use as many as possible. And something that I didn't even realize, I don't have any fallout under my eyes, you guys. So from tapping into it a couple times, that is what the red shade looks like. Not too bad. Just gonna put this as close to my lower lash line as I can. Color is really pigmented. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this color with an angled brush and put that right on top of this color we just applied. Now I'm just gonna make sure of these two colors and smoke out that lower lash line. They are blending out really nicely, but I am not surprised because all the other shadows performed really nicely. Just make it darker, I'm gonna take that black color and smoke it out. I'm taking a clean brush, I'm just gonna blend. This is my wing liner and lashes off camera per usual, and I will be back to wrap it up, tell you guys my final thoughts. So I'm just gonna come back and chit chat with you guys, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll be right back. You guys ready for my final thoughts on this palette? I think for the price you do get really great quality shadows, so that is a plus. You know, I'm not hating on the quality, and the quality is fantastic. I didn't have a problem blending. I just had one patchy area, but I covered it with my eyeliner, so I mean, it is what it is. Like I said in the beginning of this video, my footage from yesterday was lost, so I am refilming this part of the video. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on this palette and whether you guys need to buy it or leave it. Shade right here did not show up on my eyes the way it looks in the pan. Now, that's a problem for me because I'm paying to get these exact colors, you know what I mean? But the look is not what I expected it to be whatsoever. I went into the look thinking it was gonna be fiery and fall, and it turned out to be like a pink and purple, I don't know. Another thing I just want to address is that I honestly do not think you can create a million looks with this. Of course, a million is like a stretch, you know what I mean? I don't literally mean a million, but I don't think that you can create a lot of looks with this palette. While I was using this palette and I was thinking what to use next, I was stuck because I just didn't know what to do with it, you know what I mean? So I personally think that it's not worth the $30. I'll say for $30 you are getting a really good quality palette. It just comes down to the fact that, will I be using this all the time? Honestly, I don't think so. If you guys want to see more looks of this palette, I will play around with it to see what I can create for those of you that do have it. But if you do not have this palette, do not feel like you need to go and get it because you honestly do not. I'm just honest with you guys, this palette is nothing special. The packaging is beautiful, you know, but you're not using the packaging on your eyes. You know what I mean? So you're using what comes inside. And I also just want to point out that on the back it says it's an eyeshadow and pigment palette. So I don't know if they charge you more because you're getting pressed pigments, so that's just something to keep in mind. Don't like is something that's through the packaging. The way the mirror opens up like this and you get like this V shape here. My issue with that is that I would probably accidentally snap it off trying to push it back further. I know it's like stupid, but this is $30. You can pay $16 and get a Tarte palette. You can pay $20 actually and get an Urban Decay palette. You can pay $29 and get those little Smashbox palettes that are great quality. There are palettes that are out there that are in the same price range that I feel like are better and that you can create more looks with. While I was using the palette, I was really impressed. As you guys saw for yourself, I was like, oh my god, I don't even feel like I'm using a NYX palette. But you know, once I was finished and I sat there and I just looked at my makeup and really thought about it, it wasn't the look I wanted to create. I feel like some of you guys are gonna wonder why I'm saying it's not worth it if I was so impressed with it throughout the video. And the reason being just that when it comes down to it, it's $30 for a NYX palette, and so many palettes out there that are the same price that you can do more with, or you can pay a little extra and you get more colors, or just that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm rambling, so I just want to end it here. So that's really all I have to say about it. Like I said, if you don't have it, don't feel like you missed out. Don't feel like you need to go and buy it. Save your money. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review slash tutorial. If you guys want to see more product review, first impressions, tutorial type videos, then please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.